back to this afternoon's breaking news, and OJ Simpson has died at the age of 76. Only just a few months ago, OJ Simpson took to Twitter to reassure fans about his health. Let's take a listen. OK, we'll go now to Los Angeles and speak to our Showbiz reporter, Kinsey Schofield, who joins me on the line. Kinsey, welcome to the show. Sad news, OJ died at the age of 76. But of course, looking back over his life, he'll be remembered mostly for the controversy around that double murder.
You're absolutely right. I mean, he was Americans' golden boy, 11 seasons in the NFL, that's our church here in the United States. And then he was one of the first celebrities. I know everybody thinks of Michael Jordan, but he really was one of the first athletes to transition into pop culture. You saw him appearing in movies. You saw him in these Hertz commercials that were so quirky and had so much personality. And Americans really loved this man. They were shocked by the death of his ex, Nicole Brown Simpson, at the time. And immediately all signs pointed to OJ Simpson as the suspect in this double murder of Nicole and her friend. As Polly had spoken about a few minutes earlier, the entire country gripped by this trial, around the clock streaming. We had never seen something like this before. People were calling out of work so that they could sit down and watch the OJ Simpson trial at home on the comfort of their couch. And the LA car chase it still affects the city of Los Angeles today. Whenever I book local news, they say you're on at this time unless there's a car chase, because without any detail whatsoever, Los Angeles stops everything they're doing and they take that car chase. That is a priority to this day because of OJ Simpson and because of the amount of attention that received. It changed the way that local news works here in Los Angeles. But like previously discussed, he was arrested again in 2007 for kidnapping and armed robbery. He was sentenced to 33 years in that scenario, only spent 9 years in jail for that. But people really felt like that judge threw the book at him because of the Nicole Brown Simpson case, because so many people felt like he was guilty, and he was ultimately acquitted by a jury of his peers in that case. So a pretty wild life this individual led, a roller coaster, certainly. Do you remember when he wrote the book, If I Did It, where he hypothetically went over the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson? I mean, he just was such a character.
And Kinsey, the trial itself was not only captivating because it was publicised so wildly, it was a global event. I mean, I remember here in the UK, it was just absolutely captivating on every news output, but also a case that exemplified the rise from nothing of OJ Simpson to the very top of America. It became the American dream, the poster boy, a black man that was worshipped by all Americans. And then this plummet into chaos and into tragedy. It just had everything. It was the ultimate showcase trial.
Yeah, and I think it also was a reflection of the culture at the time. A lot of people look at that acquittal and say it was because of the beating of, I believe it was Rodney King. I apologize if I am getting the name wrong there, but we had just had a beating of an individual. So a lot of people felt like the acquittal of OJ Simpson was a reflection of real anger and rage over police brutality at the time. And they wanted to use this as an example. So there was just so much hurt and anger after the OJ Simpson trial. And it took a long time for the country to heal after that.
It did. Huge case. Thank you very much, Kinsey Schofield, for joining us there from Los Angeles on the death of OJ Simpson, aged 76, from cancer.